Hey, I'm in. Welcome, everyone. How's it going? What is today? I got my Dirty Couch Brewing shirt on. We played there the other day. That was fun. Let me get some paint up here before. I don't want to leave a white uh, canvas up there. I'm going to start off with some gray. Let me lower the sound on my phone here. So I'll put a gray undertone here in the sky. This acrylic paint. I'm using a filbert brush number 10. I'll probably use this one for the whole painting to get my colors down. I'm going to try and do a painting where everything is filled in. Trees around here. I have some mountains back here. Maybe the mountain's a little lower. And then maybe a river coming down through here. We'll have more bushes down here with trees. Bushes here with trees. Just circle the whole thing, fill it in, because I call it a puzzle painting. Have you ever seen a puzzle? I mean, every section has something, and that's what I'm going to try and do. Put a bunch of trees up here and clouds, and this is just going to be the undertone, because I don't like too much painting on like a wet or a white white surface. I'll put a little blue down here. Maybe I'll have some water down here. You can put any colors on your undertone that you want. I even have some green here. We can kind of throw a little green in here for the undertone. And some burnt umber. It's always good for like branches and stuff. Put a little green in the sky today because, well, I thought I'd have some green trees up here, but I'm going to make them colorful today. I like using Algerian crimson for the trees. It really looks cool. The red trees. We got some of them here in Seattle. I think they're maple trees. They start off with a reddish color. Yeah, it's really cool looking color. It's like a dark red, like almost like a dark red wine color. All right, there's my undertone. I just wanted to get rid of the white. I'll use up this purple down here. I had a little stray color on the palette I want to get rid of. Blue and purple here. Alright, there we go. I'm done with the underpaint. Sorry about that. I should have put this up there before I started. But there we go. So today I'm going to use, I'll use brushes and a palette knife, and I'll use fan brushes. So those are the tools I'm using. Usually I use a filbert brush, and I use a palette knife for the mountains, for snow and stuff. And I got a Dick Blick fan brush here I'll try out today for the, if I put evergreen trees in. I think I'm going to have regular trees up top here today. I'm already out of white, so I'm going to start with the mountain today. I hope everybody's doing good. I got some good news. Maybe later on this evening, I'm going to get online. I got to get online and go to the Washington State website, and I've got to pick a name out for my business. I got to go to the, I'm looking it up here, the secretary. So I'll be going to the Secretary of State here in Washington, and I have to put my business name up there, which I need help with. I don't know what to call it. It's just going to be an art business selling my paintings. So I'm thinking of just calling it, the only thing I got so far is my last name, Krejci. So I don't know. I need a good business name. Let's put a big mountain in here today. More off to the left here a little bit. Big peak. And then a small peak here, but coming down here a little bit so I can put some trees here. Now, this is just black and white. This is a good acrylic brush I'm using here. It's Firenze. It's a lot better than the cheap brushes I've been using. The thing about those cheap brushes, they're softer and they're good for blending. This one here is better for putting your paint down, your first layer, your undertone. It's a very expensive brush. I think this thing cost me $29. Now, these other brushes, they're level 1, but they're softer, and they're good for like blending the lower portion of your art in. So I'm going to use this better brush to put all my paint in right now, and then we'll go from there. Uh, so that's it. I'll just have, I think I want a hill, a high, no, I'm not going to put a hill here because I want trees coming off into the side here. So what I'm going to do for that, mix, let's mix some paint. Burnt umber. I'm going to mix some burnt umber and I have some Van Dyke brown together, equal parts. And a little bit of black, okay? Let me show you how I do it. My palette's kind of messy. I just did an abstract painting, so take a little black. This is more gray. It's all right. A little gray and mix it in those Van Dyke brown and burnt umber. This is going to be the color under the tree, but it's going to end up being a red tree, but the brown will end up being the shady part underneath. So there we go. That's pretty dark. Now I'm just going to put an idea of a tree up here. So I want it to fill in both sides. Let me make sure my camera's working. Good enough. So I'm going to have the tree coming up here. Let's say the trunk is kind of coming up here, and there's going to be a branch here, and maybe a higher branch up here. Okay. Now let's put some just some color out here for branch, yeah, leaves and stuff. Just fill it in. And then up here higher. I want it to kind of connect in here and go across to the other side here. You could just paint this color in like this. And then I'll pick out the branches later with my highlighting skills. It's like a pretty cool. I like that. Now bring it down. Down to here about for now. There we go. Pretty much all the way around. So let me continue with my tree coming around here. Just burnt umber mixed with a little gray and that other brown. What was it called? I just started using that other brown, so I don't remember. I always forget what it's called. Anyway, there we go. We're going to have some cool branches all around this thing with some clouds in the middle there in the sky. I got some glare on there. I don't know why it gets that glare. It drives me nuts. I never used to get the glare, and now I get it all the time. Nope. I used to not get that glare. Let me see if I tilt this forward, if it goes away. Sideways, maybe? Then it goes over there. This is the worst part of painting, because I don't want that glare on the painting while I'm doing it. It just, there we go. That's a little better. It's less light though, but there, good enough. All right, so I got some trees surrounding that. This is the fun part. This is like tonalism. Now watch, I'm going to put the sky in right up against that brown. Here's the other brown. Van Dyke brown is what it's called. Van Dyke brown and burnt umber mixture up there. Now the sky, I'm going to mix white and cobalt blue. Cobalt blue and white. Okay, and I'm just going to put the sky in right next to the branches. Watch this. It looks so cool. It's a cool effect. Come right up next to the brown. You can even let some of the color mix into the sky if you want. Let's see how that's looking. Yeah, see how cool that looks? If you let some of the brown mix into the sky, it's okay. It'll be like tonalism, okay? Let me get some lighter color down here. I'll use a little bit of that purple that I had there from down here mixed with some white. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? There we go. There's my sky. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. So I'm going to finish putting in the color down here. Just an undertone, I'm thinking. Uh, this is like a bluish white color for down here under the mountain. And now I'm gonna put a hill in here. I put a lower hill here and a hill coming across here. I'm gonna use I don't want to use any green, so I'm gonna use yellow ochre. With a little bit of my brown color that I used for the tree, and put some kind of hill coming down here. Put one over here a little darker. I'm going to mix a little green in here. Just a little. A little up top here too. Like that. It's weird. I get up right here and it's pretty dark. But when I look into the camera, it's pretty light. And I'm still getting a glare right there. Maybe when I stand in front of it, it goes away. Yeah. But then it gets darker. I've got the worst lighting right now, so sorry about that. But the painting's going to come out good. So what else I have going on to tell you about? I'll have my studio done in the next 2 weeks. I'm probably going to shoot from a different angle. The whole room in here is going to be the studio. So I get everything else I'm getting rid of. It's going to be an art and music studio in here. And I'll be able to fix the lighting in here. let me, I'm going to put some blue down here now for water. Cobalt blue with gray in it. I want it more on the grayer side. Maybe I'm going to sneak, you know, some water from back here into some kind of lake down here. What is going on with this glare? This is not good. Hold on a second. I gotta cover this light over here. Maybe turn this light on here and cover this other light. Just a bit. Turn this one back on. There we go. I got a little glare up here, but that'll go away once I put some more color up there. Okay, now I can see the water. All right, I'm going to have like maybe like a small pond right here. I don't know. So down here, I don't want much more green than that. So I'm going to put more brown and yellow ochre down here. Maybe put some yellow in my yellow ochre with a mixture of brown. This looks like I can have a little grass over here, like in here. Some grassy things going on. I'll put bushes here and some bigger trees. I'm just trying to get all my underpaint done. I like when the colors mix. There's still some blue on this brush, but when you mix it in your painting, it creates new colors that you can't find in the color world. And it just makes the painting look that much better when you have these different colors in the dirt and stuff. So when I do all this, I rarely clean my brush off. I just let the colors kind of mix. So there we go. I got the pond is surrounded by stuff now. Now I can start designing this painting. Wow, that came out good. These are all going to be red and white trees up here. This is going to look pretty good, but I have to, these trees are going to be in the foreground, so I'm going to bring this brown down a little bit over that hill. These are going to be trees coming from the foreground. That hill's going to be far away, so there we go. Just the color. I just put the color idea up there for now. That's all I did. And I like that. Let me do my mountain now. I have a little time today. I've got to go to practice again. Every not till 3 though, and it's only 1:40, 2:40. So I got a good hour. I got to start thinking about my lives because they're going a little too long, I think, and that's why YouTube's not shopping them around enough for me. So I think I'm going to have to start speeding up my painting process. And try and get them done in like less than an hour. I know that. This is going to be like trying to design it like a puzzle, because when you see a puzzle, there's a lot of things that go on in a puzzle. A lot of every square inch is pretty much covered. So I figured if I put trees around the edge and some cool clouds up there and fill everything in, I think it'll look all right. So here's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to treat my hills kind of like the mountain and kind of put light up here first. A little too much there, but it's just so I can maybe get ideas how I want these hills to look. Cool. All right, let me finish the mountain. I'm going to use blue, a light blue, I'm going to try and go fast so it looks loose. I think it needs a little gray in it. I'm going to put a little black in that blue. Just to tone it down a bit. Wow, that's a lot of gray. It's alright. I'll put blue back in this side here. So the other good thing, I'm trying to come up with a business name, because I'm getting a Clover Go. Okay, but before I can get the Clover Go through the bank, so I can accept credit cards and debit cards for paintings, I've got to get a business name through the state of Washington first. So I just need some cool name for my art business. So if anybody has an idea, throw it in the comments there. I'm going to try and do it tomorrow. I just have to go online with the Secretary of Washington and start a business name. It's kind of exciting. And then I'll have a business account. I got to start a business account with the Clover device. So that's kind of cool, because the only thing I've had is Venmo. I don't have what's that other payment plan that everybody uses on eBay? I think that's the one Elon Musk started, or was part of. Look at that mountain. I threw that up there pretty quick. It looks kind of rocky, huh? Looks really rocky. I'm talking to myself because nobody's on right now. Maybe since nobody's on, I'll do a little more detail work. I like the way this water is just coming through here. It's pretty cool looking, man. This is amazing. I want to get some color up here right now in my trees, just to cover that brown. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of green down first, but I want the trees to be red. So maybe a light green like this, okay? So think about it. I had color underneath. I had a gray underneath. Then I have this brownish color. Now what I want to do is put some green under here in some places. But then I'm going to put, that's too green. Let me lighten it up a bit. I want to put, these are going to be red, is what. Yeah, that's light enough. I want to be able to cover it with like a burgundy color. So I think that's light enough. I'm just going to cover the whole brown up with this color now. I think that's going to work. Yeah, red should go over that really nice. Really nice. I'll let some of that brown kind of show through though. I'm going to put a little could even put blue in it if I wanted. There we go. It's going to look good. I'm just trying to get the undertone in there first. The reason I put the brown in there was to lay it out first. So the brown's can actually be a good undertone here. It'll come into play in some of the places. When this dries, I think that glare will go away. Just let this dry for a second. All right, there we go. I'd rather look at that than the brown up there. Janie, how you doing? Janie DuPont. That's a cool name. That's like a NASCAR name. DuPont. I wrote a song years ago on MySpace. It was called NASCAR Fever. I haven't been on MySpace for years, but I think the song is still on there. NASCAR Fever. I went under the name of Richie Ratchet. If you're new to the channel, I'd love to have you subscribe because I'm trying to pick up more subscribers. I'm finally getting a credit card, so I'll be able to take orders, debit cards and credit cards. Because before all I had was Venmo. What's that other one that eBay has? I don't even have that. Anonymous is in the house. All right, on. Thanks for subscribing, Janie. Yeah, MySpace. Remember that? I think I had I had all the NASCAR fans on my space because they loved that NASCAR song. I had everybody's name in there, like Tony Stewart, Jimmy, all of them. Dale Earnhardt Jr., all the names were in the song, all the racetracks were in the song. It's a pretty cool song, and then I played my guitar blues licks over it, like a Van Halen style. It was pretty cool song. Let me finish this part now. I didn't blend this one in this time because I was talking. Usually I'll blend this lower part while it's wet and soften it up. But I kind of like that look. I want this to be defined in the center here, so I'm going to leave it. I like the mountains to look really defined like that. I don't have a problem with that. I want to put my clouds up now. I'm going to go to my oil brush. It's Simply Simmons #2 oil brush. I can't find them anymore. I have to order them online, but I wore this one down. It's almost, it used to be a little taller, but these oil brushes are great for making clouds with acrylic paint. I'll show you what I mean. This is the style I came up with for clouds. Now watch how I do it. I'm going to start here and wrap a cloud all the way up into the sky here. I'm just going to touch the canvas with it and imagine the cloud is rising up into the sky here. See how I did that? Like rising up. And this is the top part of the cloud. I'm going to grab a little more paint and bring it, this part down just a little. Make it bigger over here and over here. Now take your brush and just pull the bottom. If you're going to paint, if you want to paint like these type of clouds, just pull the very bottom. You got to do it while it's wet, and you're going to get a transparent look underneath the cloud, and it'll bring out some of the blue in the sky, and it'll kind of create like a shadow underneath. There you go. Look at that cloud. Wow. There's too much light on it. Get some of that light off of there. There you go. Doesn't that look cool? Easy way to make a cloud. There's more you can do to it. Now I'm going to put one over here, kind of up in this corner. Just like one hanging out here on its own. There you go. Very nice. So I want to fill it in, so I'm going to put run one across the middle here. It's an easy way to make clouds. really bright. There we go. Now I'll put a small one in here. Very cool. Look at that sky. Isn't that amazing? I really like that. Ba 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 da ba. I think I want to put hills in here. It looks like I can create some hills. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so that's what I'll do there. We'll put some hills here. Excellent. Some like let's see if that's gonna look good. It's like a pinkish color. Maybe if I blend it in very lightly. I think it'll look good because it needs some color. And all right, that's gonna look good. I'm gonna fill it in now. The rest of the way, because I think I like it. Do do do. Do 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 do. that purple look there, that pinkish look. Pretty cool. It's time for some trees. I think I'm going to do some of these trees with the dark brown. I want to put a little black in it. I don't know if you guys saw my abstract that I did. Rattlesnake and the sandwing. Thanks. How's it going, Rattlesnake? I'm going to put some trees up here. Instead of using sap green like I usually do, I'm using burnt umber, Van Dyke brown, and black. It's still going to be dark. If it's too dark, I might have to go back to the green. But first I want to have let me top these hills off. I think this is where I want the trees to be. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-da-ba. And then up here, I think it's in focus. Let me see if I can put the light back on it. Yeah, I think the glare's gone now. When I first put the light, when I first put the paint on, it's wet, so then the light, there's too much of a glare, so. When it dries, then it looks better. All right, so here's what's going to happen. I'm mixing some sap green and black. I want to just, I just got to put some bushes down here so I can run some big trees up here. Cool bushes there. Boom, 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 boom. I'll highlight them in a second. I want to run some trees up here. My trees are going to all be red, believe it or not. Like a wine red is what I want. Like look at that tree. Wow. That's pretty cool looking. Put a small one behind it. Trying to fill the whole painting in yeah, so the other news I got is I'll be able to sell my artwork at the farmers markets this year in June, July, August, September. I'll be able to go one Saturday out of the month. They're going to allow artwork to be sold. So I won't be going every Saturday. Just one week out of the month, which is good enough. Because I'll be selling. We also have a Magnolia Summerfest, and then I'll be able to sell there for 3 days in a row: Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday. That's why I'm getting the credit card acceptor, so I can, because last year I missed out on a lot of sales because not everybody has Venmo and not everybody carried cash, so I'll be able to take a debit card now. Man, that looks so wicked. That dark color on the light color. You know what I'm going to do? Check this out. I'm going to put more trees here. This is how you do it when you're just painting on the fly. Just if you see an idea, go for it. I'm going to put smaller trees here because they're a little closer up. Watch this. It's going to look pretty cool. I'll try a different style here. Different style tree, straight down, skinny. Tall and skinny. Yeah. There we go. And then just line it up. Line them up with trees here. I'm going to go fast because I got to go to practice soon. Band practice. I'm still trying to get YouTube to get my videos to go out to more people. It's kind of hard. It's a hard thing to do. 2:15, so I still have plenty of time to finish this. I'll be able to finish this one. So I don't have to be to practice till 3:30. So I still have an hour and 15 minutes. And I don't have to drive too far to practice. It's only 5 minutes away. So I have time to like put in plenty of trees here. Let's just fill it up. I think it looks better when there's a lot of trees. I'm just kind of putting an idea of a tree there. Then I'll highlight it. It'll look better once I highlight it. But look at that. You see how it this is the under part of the bushes here. Under part of the bushes here. A lot of times what I'll do is, watch, I'll rinse my brush off. Now I'm going to put a little white on it. Just a little white, and I'll show you where the bottom of the bushes are. And you can kind of see what part's bush and what part's the ground. All right, it's looking good. Wow. I really like this. All right, it's time for my famous pathway. Where's my knife? I'm going to put a pathway from here going down to the water, okay? So this is where you would go fishing, down here. Let me take a little puff of my smoker thing. Man, this is going to look incredible. These trees are going to be like a reddish color with white in them, I think. Because, I mean, I do enough paintings with green. I'm trying to do less with green. Oh, here's one of the... I'm trying to do this style color red, but the trees I want to make a little better than what these look. But that's the color I want up there. Let's see if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to match. It's going to probably have to be purple trees. I think that red's going to be too bright. So I'll make the trees purple, I guess. Yeah. Purple with white blossoms. There we go. So here's the pathway. I'm ready. If you're an artist, you just need a knife like this. It's kind of a long diamond. And I'm going to cut a pathway in here. Going down to the river. And try and keep your knife straight, like horizontal, so it looks flat. You know what I mean? Don't run your angles too straight down to the water. Keep it like this, and then it makes it look like it's going down. See that? Gives it an illusion of that there's a pathway going down here. Looks pretty cool. I'm digging it. You diggity dog. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I like knife work. Knife work's pretty fun. I'm going to edge my water now here. So it looks like the edge of the water there. It's looking really good. Maybe I should make these. No, these are got to be light color. These are already dark here. Where's my fan brush? I'm thinking how much color I want in here, because I could highlight these trees with like blue. Like how much color do I want in here? I think I'm going to try some blue bushes here. something different. Let's do a light green here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. This is called putting on the dress. Putting on the dress. Look at that. Wow. Just trying to add color wherever. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see where I am on time, because hour and 20, yeah, hour and 20 minutes. Wow. I got to do something with those trees, because that green is hurting my eyes. So I'm thinking pink up there. So I'm thinking pink, so it's going to have to be the magenta with white. And look at my palette, how messy it is. So grab some white and that magenta and I'll put that up in the tree, and then when it dries, I'll put some white blossoms on it, I think. I'm not sure. I think it'll look good. I'm going to make this whole thing like a big branch right here. Yeah, I think I like it. So a lot of glare on it, but I think it'll dry pretty quick because I'm barely putting any on there. Little fuzzy, but takes the glare off. Do 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 do. Alright, there we go. Got it covered. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh. Cool. Emo girl. Wow, that's amazing. Thanks. Thanks so much, everyone. Verona. I gotta text someone real quick. There. I forgot about the chat. I wasn't watching it, but yeah, it looks cool, huh? Thanks so much. Now I gotta put some white highlights in that pink up there. Uh, this is the part where I usually need practice on. I see one big clump of tree here and one here, and this is the part I have the trouble with, this upper part. I think it'll look all right, because I usually want this part to be closer on top of this, and that's what I'm having a hard time doing. I left some green in here at the bottom, so maybe it'll help by doing that. So check this out. I'm going to put white on here now. White highlights, okay? With the fan brush. Now you don't need much white. You just barely dab your brush into the white, just a little, and I'm going to start on the top part of it first, okay? And find where I think the light is hitting. Wow, my brush has really had it. That might not be the right brush to use, but that's the idea right there. Just putting some white in there. Let me do this side. Something like that. Do 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 do. All right, it's not bad. Not the best, but let me see what I can do here. It dries fast. All right, well, that's about the best I can do right now. I can work it later, but look at those trees. You get the idea what I was trying to do. Glad you guys like it. Yeah. I'm just getting used to doing these trees, but I see what I did wrong here. I could have made this one uh, one big color with just the light up here on the top, and then all this dark in here is how it should work, and then this would be white with dark. So let me try and fix it. I got time. uh, I got time to fix it. I'll show you what I think it needs to be. We'll cover all this white back up down here and leave some white up there at the top. Just like that. And then this would be dark back here if the light's hitting over here. I'll have to fix that light on that one. And let me just cover this white here. Start over again. So more dark here and light back here, okay? So it would be more like this. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay. So let me fix this one. the light hitting more, just like on this side here. Like that. Yeah, there we go. Now I got it. It took a while for my eye, and then you can have another branch in here getting light. Like this. Much better. All right, now I'm digging it. Now I'm digging it. Another section there. And I kind of like the way I got the top part. Do 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 do. Much better. I'll try and fix these down here. Let's see. I'll do it the same way. I have the light just hitting more here. Pretty cool. I think I like it. Now I'm going to introduce some dark color in here. I do have some Alizarin Crimson. Let's see if I mix a little of that and get some like different tones of red in here. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-da-ba. Kind of digging it. I think I brought this light a little too far down here. That's what I mean, like tree branches are hard. I think once you get your eye acclimated to what you want, You know what? This one needs a little branch like right here by itself. I think. It's getting there, people. It also look like cool clouds too, huh? I'm really digging this. I gotta make all this a little brighter up here to match. Wow. Wow, wow. This came out great here. Let me continue with that. Get rid of the whiteness and we'll make it all like a light pink. I like that look. All right, I'm starting to dig it now. Man, look at those trees. Those trees are pretty amazing. It took me a while to get my eye acclimated to what they needed to look like with the lighting, you know. But that's good right there. So I'm happy with that. I can even like put white blossoms on there now, and man, that came out great. You could see what here. I'll show you an older painting because I'm just getting used to doing my trees. See I make them too small. The clumps are too small, and you got to make them larger and with the light just hitting one side, and then they'll look okay. Just remember that if you're trying to do a tree. One side's always going to have light, the other side, the bottom's going to have shadow pretty much. Darker. Wow. All right, I think I'm going to throw a bird up there and then call this one done and put some twigs down here, branches. And I've got 30 minutes to go to practice. But yeah, if you've seen how I did, you save the heartache and do the trees like how I did at the end there. But you could see how I was struggling getting it to look just right. Yeah, I'm really digging this. I could do more in here, but I think I'm going to end it. I could put another bush down in here, but I'll just keep that pathway there. Oh, I didn't do the birds yet. Hold on, let me. Couple birds up there. Wow. There you go, guys. I really like this one. Came out great. Even with the bright red trees, it looks pretty good. I forgot to look at the chat room again. Right on, Leva. How you doing, Janie? Yeah, I like the pink trees too. It took a while to get them done, but man, it's weird because I'm not looking at a picture, and I had a. You got to remember how the light hits those trees, and it just took a second for my mind to get in focus, I guess. They came out better than I thought they would. I still need practice on them. But underneath those trees, I got green, brown, and gray. There's a lot of colors underneath. I put a lot of undertones on this painting. All right, guys, I'm off to practice, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. I'm gonna do a couple lives tomorrow. Thanks, Janie. Yeah, I really like them too. Right on. Do I have an alert button, do you know? Like a bell? I never looked to see. Like if you get notified if I'm doing a live or something. I think I have a bell. All right, on. I'm trying to get the CC closed caption enabled, but I don't know how to do it. If anybody knows how, uh, let me know next time. Because I got a few deaf people that asked me to turn it on. And I don't know how to turn it on. because they want to see what I'm saying. But I'm working on that. All right, thanks everybody. Cheers.